It's my pleasure to introduce to you our special guest for this evening. Representing the County Executive Steve Shue. Also representing Anne Arundel County, Nancy Shroom from the Office of Constitution Services. Nick Kipke is supposed to be here. He's probably on his way. Representing the Anne Arundel County Fire Department, Chief Alan Graves and his wife. Representing the Maryland State Firemen's Association, Laura and Harv Woods. Representing the Anne Arundel County Firefighters Association, we got Secretary Lisa Hall. Assistant Secretary Kim Larson. Sergeant at Arms Cliff Odenhall. And past President of the Anne Arundel County Volunteer Fire Association, Joe Larson. Representing the Anne Arundel County Ladies Auxiliary of the Anne Arundel County Volunteer Firefighter Association, President Jane Hoffman, and past President, and Secretary Lisa Hall. I believe I got everybody. Representing Company 12, Early Heights, Chief Dave Crawford and his wife Laura. Representing Company 13, Rivera Beach, Assistant Chief Dave Salter. And Vice President Gloria Lewis. Sorry about that. Okay. And our career personnel, which is over there running calls. Past presidents of the Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company, Carolyn Miller, 2004. John Thursby, 1991, 2001, 2005 to 2006, 2016 to 2017. And Jerry White, 2007 to 2016. Past president of the Ladies Auxiliary of the Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company, present today, Jane Hoffman. Alan Thursby, 1996. Debbie Cartub, and still president. Sandy Schlower, 2004 to 2007 and 2008. And Carolyn Miller. And our life members present for today, Jane Hoffman, Alan Thursby, Carolyn Miller, John Thursby, Jerry White, Bob Belfort, Marianne Lang, and myself. I'd also like to thank the DJ and the bartender for this evening. At this time, I would like to turn the floor over to the captain of the Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company, Honor Guard, John Thursby, for our memorial service.
Good evening. Each year at our installation, one of the duties, as well as a privilege, of the Honor Guard is to conduct a memorial service to honor any of our members who passed away in the previous year. Unfortunately, we lost 2 members of our company in 2017. Those 2 members who we honor tonight are Sharon Lotto and Catherine Belford. The Lakeshore Honor Guard, on behalf of the company, would like to present our memorial tribute to the members we lost in 2017. picture of Sharon Lotto. The picture of Catherine Belford. Our first person we want to honor is Associate Member Sharon Lotto. She's the beloved wife of Michael Lotto Jr. and her daughter Sherry Lotto Odenhall and son-in-law C.J. Odenhall, as well as her son Michael Lotto III. She is survived by her parents Jacob and Stella Wiesesko, a sister Cindy Mueller. Her brother Ken Wiesesko unfortunately passed away 10 days before Sharon did. Sharon worked for our favorite company and retired from the IRS. The activities she enjoyed most were gambling, going to Ocean City and Disney World, and she loved her cat, Hemi. Despite fighting cancer, she had the willpower and deep desire to be at her daughter Sherry's wedding. She accomplished that goal. She passed away 2 weeks after her wedding on October 31st, 2017. May she rest in peace. We'd like to invite the family of Sharon Lotto to please come forward and light a memorial candle in her honor. The next person we'd like to pay tribute to is life member Catherine Belford. Needless to say, Miss Catherine was well known and respected, not only in the Pasadena community, but around the state as well. She was born in Pasadena in 1926 and attended the old Jacobsville Elementary School and graduated from Glen Burnie High School in 1943. She was a sister to the late William Rothamel, a life member of our company, a sister Mary, and her surviving brother John Rothamel, also a life member of our company. She married Howard Belford in 1944 while he was serving in the Army. Howard passed away in 2002. Miss Catherine bought and donated the bell used by our honor guard in memory of her husband. Catherine and Howard had 5 sons and 2 daughters. Sons William, Jim, David, Bob, and another son Richard, who unfortunately passed away less than 2 weeks ago. Her daughters, Sharon Funk and Kathy Hoover. She had many grandkids and great-grandkids. Catherine managed the fire break company that she and Howard formed over 50 years ago. Miss Catherine epitomized the meaning of the word volunteer. Besides being involved in the local Brownie and Boy Scout troops, she also belonged to a branch of the Fellowship of Christian Firefighters. Her dedication to the fire service was exemplary. She joined and was an early member of the Ladies Auxiliary to the Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company in 1944 and was very involved in the early days raising money to support the new fire company. She served as president of the auxiliary for 5 years and also served on the bylaws committee and was a 3-year member of the company board of directors. She was also elected as president of the Ladies Auxiliary to the Anne Arundel County Firefighters Association and served on various committees for the Maryland State Firefighters Association. Later, she was instrumental in reactivating the Powhatan Beach Volunteer Fire Company Ladies Auxiliary and served as their president for 3 years. She also joined the Eastport Volunteer Fire Company Ladies Auxiliary and served in the capacity as chaplain and president. I remember having many conversations over the years with Miss Catherine. She kept detailed records of the early days of this fire company and passed along a lot of information about the formation of our company. She was a very sweet and nice person. One person said she was an advisor when asked and a shoulder to cry on when needed. Rest in peace, Miss Catherine. I'd like to invite the family to please come up and light a memorial candle in Catherine's honor. The fire service of today is ever-changing, but it is steeped in traditions 200 years old. One such tradition is the sound of the bell. In the past, as firefighters began their tour of duty, it was the bell that signaled the beginning of that day's shift. Throughout the day and night, each alarm was sounded by a bell, which summoned these brave souls to fight fires and to place their lives in jeopardy for the good of their fellow citizen. And when the fire was out and the alarm had come to an end, it was the bell that signaled to all the completion of that call. When a firefighter had died in the line of duty, paying the ultimate sacrifice, it was the mournful toll of the bell that solemnly announced a comrade's passing. We utilize these traditions as symbols, which reflect honor and respect on those who have given so much and who serve so well. To symbolize the devotion that these brave souls had for their duty, a special signal of 5 rings, 3 times each, represents the end of our comrades' duties, and that they will be returning to quarters. And so, to those who have selflessly given their lives for the good of their fellow man, their tasks completed, their duties well done, to our comrades, their last alarm, they are going home.
At this time of the presentation, we're going to be swearing in our officers. First one we're going to be swearing in is our auxiliary officers for 2018. President Debbie Cartub. Vice President Donna Odenhall. Secretary Tina Wright. And Treasurer Carolyn Miller. And they will be sworn in by the President of the Ladies Auxiliary to the Anne Arundel County Volunteer Firefighters Association, Jane Hoffman.
And just raise your right hand, and where I say my name, you say yours. And repeat after me. I, Jane Huffman, do solemnly promise to fulfill the duties of the position to which I have been elected, to uphold the bylaws of the auxiliary of the Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company to the best of my ability, that I will preserve and maintain all records and equipment entrusted to my care, and turn over same to my successor at the termination of my office. So help me God. Congratulations. These are also the officers for the coming year.
At this time, we'll be swearing in the suppression officers. Chief Tim Hall, myself. Assistant Chief Roger Gordon. Captain Lisa Hall. And Lieutenant Richard Schweitzer. And Junior Captain Landon Sizemore. Sorry. Swearing in the officers would be Chief Alan Graves.
Okay, raise your right hand. This is the most difficult part, where I say my name, you say yours. I, Alan Graves, do solemnly promise and swear that I will uphold the Constitution and bylaws of the Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company. I further promise to perform the duties for the office to which I have been elected. I will keep, maintain, and protect all property, records, and equipment entrusted to my care, and turn over same to my duly elected successor at the completion of my term of office. So help me God. Congratulations.
Now we'll be swearing in the company officers. President Mel Clark. Vice President Michelle Bell. Secretary Tina Wright. Treasurer Debbie Cartub. Board of Directors, Jesse Wright. Jerry White. Dave Bell. Donna Odenhall. And John Thursby. And this year we have a junior president, John Wright. And they'll be sworn in by me. All right. Raise your right hand. You say your name where I say mine. I, Timothy Hall. Do solemnly promise and swear. That I will uphold the Constitution and bylaws. Of the Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company. I further promise to perform. The duties of the office. To which I have been elected. I'll keep and maintain. And protect all property, records. And equipment. Entrusted to my care. And turn the same over to my duly elected. Successor. At the completion of my term. Of office. So help me God. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to introduce the chairperson of the bingo committee, Lisa Hall.
I want to thank all the members who helped out this past year with bingo. Please come forward for a certificate of recognition for the countless service and hours at Monday Night Bingo. We struggle each week to get through bingo with little to no help, and I would like to thank the following people: Howard Belford, Dawn Berry, Pamela Brown, Amanda Brunn, she's not here, Melvin Clark, Roger Gordon, Annette Hall, Timothy Hall Jr., Timothy Hall Sr., Amber Harrison, Jane Huffman, Marianne Lang, Joseph Larson Jr., he's not here, Joseph Larson Sr., Kimberly Larson. I'll slow down a little bit. Well, that's why I had two of them up there. Carolyn Miller, Hannah Miller, Raven Mueller, Sandy Schlower, Jake Solanskis, Landon Sizemore, Richard Schweitzer, Ellen Thursby, Jet Thursby, Jesse Wright Jr., John Wright, and Tina Wright. During the year, we support the veterans by selling a game that donates money to the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund who suffer from TBI, which is traumatic brain injury. And this year, this doesn't include just Lakeshore, but everybody that gets supplies from Atlantic Bingo, they donated $17,160.23. Was raised towards the military personnel suffering from TBI. Also, we help in purchasing another game for the support of the National Breast Cancer Foundation, and with the purchase of the Breast Cancer Cash Board, they were able to raise $8,916.08 for that campaign. Bingo does a quickie game, and the proceeds go into a building fund to hopefully rehab this building or build a new hall down the new fire station. And it's a split the pot. And this year, the amount the bingo is turning over is $1,341 in quickies.
Now introduce the captain of the Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company Honor Guard, Jet Thursby.
Okay, I'd like to call our members of the Honor Guard forward. Lieutenant Annette Hall, Jesse Wright, Tina Wright, Mel Clark, giving out the certificates, Eric Baggerly, Rick Schweitzer, John Snyder, Bob Belford. I'd also like to recognize two other people who helped the Honor Guard, especially in our salute to our Veterans Dinner, Tim Hall and Roger Gordon. As I just mentioned, we do a salute to our Veterans Dinner. We've done it 4 years in a row. Our fifth one will be November 18th. We bring approximately 100 veterans into here around Veterans Day, and we feed them a meal, and we have a little ceremony we do with them. And I'm extremely proud of our honor guard. They do such a good job. And I'm also especially proud of all our auxiliary members, all our firefighters and EMT, who all pitch in and make it a successful day. It's one of those feel-good days. But there's 3 people I also would like to recognize who, without their help, it wouldn't be possible. I'd like to bring up Megan Hewitt from the Texas Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse, all 4 years, has been very gracious in donating chicken and salads and rolls and butter to feed all that number of people, and they've been doing it for 4 years now. And Megan, we would just want to tell you how much we appreciate it.
Thank you.
See, your husband left.
I know.
The next person we'd like to, no, do that one first, say thank you to is Halperin's Steak and Seafood. They normally donate about 8 dozen sirloin steaks to this thing. And they've done it consistently. And again, without their help, it wouldn't be possible to help feed all these veterans. Cliff Odenhall is the one who's been responsible for it. And we thank you, Cliff, and your company. And our last but not least honoree, every year, our DJ, the 13th Hour, has donated their time. And we'd like to bring Stu McKellar and Kathy, if you don't mind, coming up front. They play all our music for our ceremonies, and they do a great job. Stu has also donated 2 sons to the Army, and I think Kathy, Navy, 4 each? Okay. Well, we want to thank you. Face the camera. Thank you. Thank you, Honor Guard.
Don't go nowhere. It's my
You're
turn.
not done yet.
Nope. But you can go right where we were standing.
Stay in the front.
Yep.
It's fun up there.
Yeah. Hello. I was supposed to write a speech for this, but I'm just going to wing it.
Wing it, girl.
So, as you have heard, Jet has been pretty much the leader of our honor guard for many, many, many years. So he's always giving us certificates. He's always honoring us. He's always honoring everyone else. So this year we decided we're going to honor him. We went out. We got him a nice jacket. Yeah, because we always see you wearing the same jacket, Jet.
I know. Now you have a
So
new one.
now you got a nice brand new one.
Thank you.
Yep. We're not done. As you see over there, we got a nice Lakeshore Honor Guard flag, and we got you your own personal flag as well that you
Flying
can
home,
keep at
flying
your house.
proudly.
So that's what it looks like.
Oh, wow. We're always carrying everyone else's colors. It's about time we start carrying our own.
So it matches the auxiliary flag perfectly. So, you know.
He's got one.
He's got one. So, but just as a thank you for always, standing up for us and doing everything you can. It's just a thank you back. So, yep.
The Honor Guard will help me in presenting arms. Thank you very much, sir. Order arms. Thank you, Jeff.
Honor Guard, you're dismissed.
At this time, I would like to introduce the president and past president of the Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company Auxiliary, President Debbie Carton.
Good evening. As I enter into the 10th year of the auxiliary president, I cannot begin to say how blessed I have been to have the same officers standing by my side supporting them. This year is not going to be any different. I still have the same officers, and I like to give them all a personal gift. My Vice President, Donald Odinghall. The pink. Treasurer Carolyn Miller. And my secretary, Tina Wright. We have been together for 10 years.
Yes.
And can you bring over? I'd like to make a big, big thank you to our chaplain, Bob Belfort. I want to say thank you to our juniors who are always there supporting us and doing all the events with us. If I could have John. Thank you. I want to present this one. This year, the auxiliary is going to go back to doing something we used to do years ago. There is always one junior that always goes a little bit further than most of them. So we're going to bring back the Junior of the Year award. I cannot say enough about the winner this year. They are not only at all the auxiliary minor events and the company events, but if I have to say so myself, he's been around our Chief Halt a little bit too long because he keeps going and going and going. This year, I'd like to present this award to none other than Landon.
By the way, it's size work.
I didn't say nothing. I said Landon.
Thank you.
Last year, my chairperson for the events had to leave. Myself and Tim had to take over again. So we decided to revisit the events we had scheduled for the year with the committee to see if we wanted to change a few things. For some strange reason, I said, let's try the all-night bingos again. Now keep in mind, I've been here for 16 years and never ran a bingo before. One of the members stepped up to the plate and just took the whole event over for me. And I thank God every day for what they did, because if they didn't, I'd still be trying to figure out how to run a bingo. This person not only ran the bingo for us, but took care of making all the flyers for each and every event, making sure that they all got on the website. I would like to thank this person. I would like this person to know how much I appreciate all the work that they support they gave me. I present this award to our captain, Lisa Hall. Thank you so much. Still be trying to figure it out. I have said in the past, Member of the Year is always a hard auxiliary to choose from. All the members work really hard around here, so they all deserve it. This year, I went to my officers and asked them, who do we want to make the Member of the Year? And we all agreed on the same person. This person has been with us a little over 2 years, and they are starting to get like the rest of us around here, taking on everything that is asked from them. They have worked most of the events for the auxiliary, as well as the company events. They are truly dedicated to this fire company. For the second year in a row, it is an honor to present this award to Pam Brown. You. Carolyn Miller, can you come up?
Good evening. I'm here to present the Peg Meekins Memorial Award for 2017. This award is presented in honor of Peg Meekins, who departed from us much too soon. For those of us who knew her, she was a dear friend. Family was the most important thing to Peg, and we here at Lakeshore were fortunate indeed to be included as part of her family. She was always here to lend a hand or do any job that needed to be done. She worked quickly, quietly, and without boast or brag, and always a smile, a kind word, and a good bit of humor. This award is presented to the person who has felt to display her selflessness and dedication and service to this company. To be considered for this award, a member must be nominated by another member in a written letter to the committee stating who they are nominating, why, and of course, sign their name. All nominees' letters are read and there is a vote by secret ballot. The winner is kept secret until tonight. I would like to let you know, since I consider it a great honor to even be nominated for this award, who the nominees were for this year. They were Dave Bell, Pam Brown, Landon Sizemore, and Sandy Schlower. The 2017 winner certainly exemplifies Peg's spirit of selfless service. I am proud to present the Peg Meekins Award to, usually I say a name here, but tonight I'm going to do it a little bit differently from that format and ask Maintenance 20 to come get his award. By the way, come on, Roger. Roger did all the legwork on this. By the way, anyone who doesn't know, this is Dave Bell.
Good work, man.
If I could have past President John Thursby, this year's President Mel Clark, come to the front. Jet, Mel, on behalf of the auxiliary, we would like to present to the company this check for $14,000. Yeah, give me my check back.
I don't even know if I can get through this because I get very emotional when it comes to the hell of a job our auxiliary does. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of raising funds for this company to keep us a viable company, and there's 50 of them who are so hardworking and dedicated, and I know how much time was spent raising that $14,000. It was a lot of hard work. And on behalf of the company, I just want to thank our best dam auxiliary in the state.
At this time, I would like to introduce the junior coordinator for 2017, Jesse Wright, and the co-coordinator, Tina Wright.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How's everyone doing tonight? Over the past year, we had some great young ladies and gentlemen that have been part of our program. I'm going to call your name and please remain standing. Madison Appelin, Candace Mitzfeld, Jake Solanskis, John Wright, Landon Sizemore, Naomi Calabrese, Mia Gonzalez, and Jackson Ford. They were our members from 2017. Here in 2018, we've had a few new members join. Cadence Pates, Faith Balsamo, and Kevin Hernandez, who cannot be here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the future of the fire department. Let's give them a... Okay. What is it? Okay. Please have a seat. They've all done exceptional work this past year, but two of the people have done even more than they have ever been asked to do. These two have went above and beyond the call of duty whenever anything was asked of them. They never asked questions, they did it to the best of their ability, and if they couldn't do it, they found someone to help them do it. At this time, I'd like to introduce our 2017 Junior Firefighters of the Year, Landon Sizemore and John Wright. Very good job.
I knew he was gonna drop that pin.
At this time, I would like to ask John Wright to come up for a special presentation.
Good evening. Good evening. I'm John Wright, the junior president, I'm John Wright, the junior president. Every year we say we have the best dang auxiliary, and it's true. As being a part of the junior firefighters, we would like to call up the auxiliary officers to the front, please. Auxiliary officers to the front, please.
Carolyn, Don, come on.
Oh, Tina Wright, secretary. Debbie Cartub, president. Donna Odenhall, vice president. And Carolyn Miller, treasurer. Okay. In the past, this auxiliary has helped this junior firefighter program through the hardest of times. And they always thank us for helping them. But I think it's time we thank you guys for all of your support toward the junior firefighter program. And with that said, we present you with, We present you with this award for your continuous support to the junior firefighters. We thank you, Lakeshore Auxiliary.
All right, at this time, I'm going to do the suppression awards for 2017. We give out 5 categories during these awards, and we do the top 3. And we're going to start with the top engine response.
In third place, C.J. Odenhall. Second place, Mel Clark. In first place, Rick Schweitzer. Mm-mm, 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Just like you told me.
no, it's supposed to be, I'm sorry. Second place is Richard.
Richard.
And first place, Mel Clark.
All right, now we'll move on to our top ambulance responses. In third place, Sherry Odenhall. Second place, Rick Schweitzer.
Lieutenant Rick?
What? There's no numbers. I just have names. First place, Michelle Bell.
Yeah, you ain't done.
All right. Next, we move on to our top standby category. Third place, Jesse Wright. Second place, his boss, Tina Wright. And first place, Melvin Clark.
No, that was actually right.
Now we move on to our top or most standby hours in the year. In third place, Michelle Bell. See, many of you don't know she gets that because she comes up here to get away from her husband.
How's that? He's always here to fix something. She comes up here to see him.
Second place, Rick Schweitzer. Sorry. In first place, Ellen Thursby. Now we've handed our award for most training hours with 485 plus hours for the year, Richard Schweitzer.
Each year, I can give out 2 additional awards. Well, there's 2 members of this company that deserve an award. So the first one, back in June or July, I think it was June, this young member of ours was on the way to Ocean City for convention. She witnessed an accident. She stopped, helped out, and basically saved the female's life that was in the accident. If it wasn't for her, man, in the accident, if it wasn't for her training that she went through and started out as a junior here, I don't think she would have been able to do it, but she took the training that she learned from the company, the county, and all. So I'd like to present Chrissy Ford with the Chiefs Award. At this time, I would like to introduce Tina Wright.
Good evening, everyone. I co-chair the juniors program with my husband, Jesse, and it has been an honor and a privilege to watch these young kids turn into these amazing adults. And now I need tissues.
I got Kleenex.
You got Kleenex? Christine came to us, this skinny little awkward girl with big expectations, and her parents brought her in hopes to keep her out of trouble and away from the boys.
And it didn't work.
Well, we managed to keep her out of trouble. Unfortunately, the boys did come. And the biggest honor that we could ever ask for is to help mold these children into these young, amazing adults and ride that apparatus and watch them achieve so much. Christine, our Chrissy, is so much harder on herself than anyone could ever be. And we couldn't be more proud of the achievements and what you have done. And I can't wait to see just how far you come. We had the privilege this year of actually working the Renaissance Festival with Christine. It was her very first time there. And those that have worked the Renaissance Festival can tell you, it is definitely an experience. And Christine got her first patient. That was a very memorable one. And this gentleman came up in a robe and proceeded to explain to Christine that he had a wound that needed to be dressed. So our Chrissy takes this gentleman into the room and says, "Okay, show me your wound." And this man proceeded to remove his robe in a flashing manner and flung it open and said to her, "I have an open wound." Chrissy, being our Chrissy, forgot at that point in time that she was the EMT and the adult. And she came and she opened the door and she said, "Guys, I need an adult." Unfortunately, I was not there. We were out on another call, but I did hear when I come back and I almost wet my pants. I proceeded to call her mother, who almost wet her pants, and explain the situation to her. So it is now a running joke here. Every time things get a little rough, we'll look at each other and we say, "I need an adult." And we have our lovely little Christine for that. Chrissy, if you could come over, please. We have gotten you a lovely little gift that will never allow you to forget your very first day at the Ren Fest.
What is this?
Now turn it around.
Yes!
Get over in the middle. All right, at this time, I would like to introduce the Assistant Chief, Roger Gordon, for a special presentation.
Each year at our awards banquet, I get the opportunity to recognize members who have gone above and beyond the position of a member as a member of the fire company. Some of the awardees are acknowledged because of their dedication to the company through the man hours they put in, some through their untiring efforts to keep the station standing, some through training hours, and some through their personal goals. Tonight, I would like to acknowledge a young lady who reached several of her personal goals. To my knowledge, this person was our first female volunteer pump operator. She was also our first female to progress through the ranks from lieutenant, captain, all the way up to the assistant chief. Last year, this young lady also obtained the position of Secretary of the Anne Arundel County Volunteer Firefighters Association, as well as Secretary of the Ladies Auxiliary. She is our CPR coordinator, and since taking over this position, she has held many classes and taught more people than we have ever before. She is also chairperson of our Monday night bingo. What will her next goal be? Lisa Hall, please come forward. Anybody that knows Lisa and has ever been to Ocean City with her, she will call the hotels. It's not fireman, it's firefighter. So, this year, we got her her very own firewoman.
At this time, I would like to introduce the past president of Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company, John Thursby.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to acknowledge the great job our committee chairpersons have done over the past year. It's usually the president's privilege to appoint those people, and in my opinion, they've done one hell of a job. I'd like to bring up our Ways and Means Committee chairperson, Tina Wright. Our LoSAP and eligibility, Lisa Hall and Tim Hall. Our fund drive and photo fund drive, Ellen No Socks Thursby.
She's gonna kill you.
Hey. What I say, I always say I'm the boss of my family. My wife gives me permission to say so. Our Hall Committee, Donna Odenhall. Our Bingo Committee, Chairperson Lisa Hall and Co-Chair Michelle Bell. Our Building and Grounds, Maintenance 20, Dave Bell. We had another individual who was in charge of our Fire and Life Safety Committee, but after the first 2 months, duty called. She had to get several jobs, and so I appointed some co-chair people. Our Fire and Life Safety Committee, Roger Gordon, Stephanie Mueller.
You know who you are.
Jack of all trades, our Purchasing, Installation, and Morale Committee Chairperson, Jesse Wright. In charge of our Grievance Committee, Carolyn Miller. Our Carnival Committee, Jerry White, Chairperson, Roger Gordon, Co-Chair. Jerry is also in charge of our Bylaws Committee. Our Calendar, Jane Huffman. You thought you were taking pictures? And the lady who's in charge and responsible for writing grants, Teresa Clark. She's got home writing grants. Okay. She's not here, period? Okay. All right, thank you all very, very much. Okay, at this time, I'd like to give out our length of service awards, pins. As most everybody in the company knows, this is based on earning your 50 points of LoSAP each year. It's not necessarily how long you've been in the fire department. You got to earn this. Our first person with 5 years, who unfortunately is, I guess, on her way back, is Teresa Clark. Our 10 years, Dawn Berry, Annette Hall, C.J. Odenhall, and Tim Hall Jr. And the last year of service award I want to present is 15 years, Debbie Cartub. So one nice thing about being the president, you get to give out a lot of awards. About 2 years ago, I started what's called the Unsung Heroes Award here. These are people who, in my opinion, go above and beyond. I know we all hear that term a lot, but these people do. I mean, there are people here you can always count on. They may put 20, 30 hours a week at the firehouse, but they go home and do a lot more work on the side too for the benefit of the company. And I'd just like to acknowledge some people with this Unsung Hero Award. The first person I'd like to present it to is Tina Wright. I'm not taking these in any necessary order, but next one I'd like to present to is Roger Gordon. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Put your arm out.
You could at least turn that shirt off before you came up
there. Next person I'd like to present this to is Lisa Hall. I'm sorry for the delay. Is Teresa back yet? Okay. Next person will be Teresa Clark. I'll present this to her husband, right? Hold on to it for her. You just passed it down this way. I'm passing you one. Mel Clark. And we got one more award for Maintenance 20, Dave Bell. Two years ago, and I started the Unsung Hero Award. I'm going to start a new one tonight. It's what I call the Spirit of the Volunteer Award. These two individuals always can be counted on. Talk about above and beyond the call of duty. They're it. These people dedicate hours and hours and hours of time. Ask them to do anything, they do it without question. And I just want to show our appreciation and honor. Yeah, sometime tonight. Tim Hall. And the other individual is Jesse Wright. Yeah.
Big hugs, Chief. Big hugs.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to have the suppression officers come forward.
For 2017?
This is for 2017. Yeah. It doesn't have your names on it. This just says the President's Award of Excellence in appreciation to the Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company officers, firefighters, and EMTs. A sincere thank you for your dedication and commitment to providing outstanding fire and medical protection to the communities we serve. Now I'd like to bring up our auxiliary officers. This award, the President's Award of Excellence in appreciation to the members of the Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company Auxiliary. A sincere thank you for your enduring support and contributions to the fire company and the betterment of the communities we serve. Thank you to the best damn auxiliary.
Get her, Jane. Trying to get away with it.
My next presentation involves the guy who's been the chaplain to our company for many years. He basically slowing down at the end of December, and he's still our chaplain for the Honor Guard. And I'd like to bring a word to Bob Belford in sincere appreciation for your years of dedicated service and compassion as the chaplain of the Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company. Jerry, how long have we been doing the carnival? Yeah, too long.
2001?
Not supposed to cuss up there, Jeff.
Yeah, I know. Okay. It's been a long haul with the carnival, and Jerry White's the one who was instrumental in getting our carnival started. And we're about to have our 16th one or whatever it is.
17th. We had one in September and we have one starting next spring.
Okay. In April. And we all say we need to get the Arctic gear out before we have the April carnival, but I just want to thank Jerry White in sincere appreciation of your efforts as carnival chairperson for the company. The countless hours and organizational skills have resulted in your successful fundraising efforts over the years on behalf of the Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company. Thank you for a job well done. I made up a special award myself. Tim Hall has been our chief for 10 years, whatever, 11 years. Yep, almost. But I didn't want to get him just a plaque. I had a friend who was a member of this company, came across some memorabilia.
No more lights.
Well, wait a minute. Back in the late 40s, early 50s, which unfortunately I can remember that, Texaco gasoline used to have the gas called Fire Chief. We also, I was given a late 40s, early 50s replica of the Chief's car. So I made up a little shadow box for Tim. The only bad thing is this Chief's car only has 2 lights on it.
Tim will fix it, don't worry.
Yeah, Tim has about 150 on his. So Tim, I'd just like to present this to you.
A week from now, we'll have lights inside it.
Each year, the Board of Directors votes on who we consider our firefighter of the year and our member of the year. It's a great privilege to present this to both of these individuals. Our firefighter of the year, Rick Schweitzer. This also is well deserved. Miss Jane, you're going to have to put your camera down. Member of the Year, Jane Huffman.
All right. I stopped my awards because the individual went home, and I told her she couldn't. But this next award is another Chiefs award that I've been giving out. She already knows who she is, and she's probably going to kill me. But if it wasn't for this individual person writing our grants, looking around on the internet for our grants, or her phone, probably what she's doing now, and all the hard work and dedication, all the hard work and dedication, if it wasn't for this individual person, we would not be able to purchase the new apparatus that we just put the contract in today for. So I'd like to present Teresa Clark with the Chiefs Award.
Your cape's on back order.
All right. At this time, I know County Executive Steve Shue and Nancy have some words and presentations.
Thank you, Chief. Good evening, Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company. It is such a pleasure to be here with you tonight. What a wonderful event. So glad to be here with the brave volunteers and their very patient and understanding family members. And special congratulations to the outgoing and incoming directors and officers, board members, and especially to all the awardees tonight. Our volunteer fire companies are indispensable to public safety here in Anne Arundel County. You're the ones that take the time, put yourselves at risk for this community. We appreciate it so much. Every day, the brave men and women of our volunteer fire companies are making our community a safer place. And speaking of safe, I am so happy with what the fire department has done with our Safe Stations program. Is everybody familiar with Safe Stations? Every fire station in this county is a safe place to go if you're suffering from addiction. You can just present yourself for services, no questions asked, nobody gets in trouble. So if anyone is suffering, please direct them to our fire stations. We've had 550 people present themselves to a fire station for help. Isn't that wonderful? It's awesome. Yeah, it's so great. The awards we give out tonight are one way that we acknowledge your bravery, dedication, and effort, but we can always do more, and we are looking for ways to do more to show our gratitude for those that protect this community. And that's why we recently enacted legislation to improve LoSAP benefits after many years. And that will be of great benefit to our volunteer firefighting service. And we also just enacted legislation that will grant volunteer firefighters a property tax credit of up to $2,500. So if you weren't aware of that, it's a big deal, and it's our way of saying thank you for what you do. And in addition to those actions, to better support you in your mission and our department as a whole, we're making significant investments in our fire service infrastructure, including 4 new fire stations, particularly yours, which is going to come on stream, I believe, in May. Very excited about that project. It only took 75 years. It's incredible. Yeah, it's amazing how long it takes government to do things, but at long last, that fire station is coming to fruition. We've also invested in state-of-the-art routing software that uses GPS technology to ensure better response times. I think that's probably a little controversial with some of you, like you. I think you're not too crazy about it. Yeah, I hear mixed reviews about the routing software, but hopefully it'll be a step in the right direction once we all get used to it. And we are upgrading equipment. We've purchased 130 new vehicles, believe it or not, over the last 3 years, including 19 suppression vehicles. So these efforts are part of an overall strategy to ensure that our public safety professionals, both paid and volunteer, have the support they need from the county to advance your mission. So it's now my pleasure to offer a series of citations. We have 7 categories and I think 19 awardees. And Vanna White is here to help me with, there she is. Thank you, Vanna. Okay, so as we call your name, please come on up. We'll do some photos. The first is most training hours. Richard Schweitzer, no surprise. Let me read all of Richard's. And then the others are identical to Richard's except for the specific reference to the award. So they read, Executive Citation, the citizens of Anne Arundel County, Maryland salute Richard Schweitzer, most training hours. On behalf of the citizens of Anne Arundel County, we would like to express our appreciation for your outstanding dedication to the Anne Arundel community. As a member of the Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company, you contribute countless hours to meet the emergency needs of our citizens. We appreciate the compassionate, high-quality assistance that you provide, which reduces mortality rates and extends life through your rapid response for emergency, medical, and fire service. We thank you and extend to you our sincere appreciation for your dedication. Go ahead and stay up here. Okay, the next category is top fire engine response. Richard Schweitzer again, Melvin Clark, and Clifton Odenhall. Please come forward. Go ahead and line up with Richard. Congratulations. Thank you. Let me read this part. So again, the beginning and the end are the same, but for this category, as a member of the Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company, you contribute countless hours to meet the emergency needs of our citizens. We appreciate the compassionate, high-quality assistance that you provide, which reduces mortality rates and extends life through your rapid response for emergency, medical, and fire service. Okay. Actually, that was the same. All right. The next group is top ambulance. Michelle Bell, Richard Schweitzer, big night tonight for Richard, and Sherry Odenhall. Please come forward. Okay, the next is top standby. Melvin Clark, Tina Wright, and Jesse Wright. Okay, maybe it's- Read the same?
Reads the same.
Okay, reads the same. Okay, so are the rest of them, do the other ones read the same too?
Yes, they do.
All right, well, then we're just going to go ahead and,
Present for
we're going to just,
standby hours.
we'll read down to the special awards. Okay, so the next group is top standby, Melvin Clark, Tina Wright, Jesse Wright. Then top standby hours, Ellen Thursby, Richard Schweitzer, Michelle Bell. And the Chiefs Award, Teresa Clark and Christine Ford. And then the special awards,
Richard Bradstock.
okay, so
Three of them.
is it 3 or 4?
Three.
You got your regular socks on
Richard,
now,
too.
huh?
Did you change socks?
Teresa.
Oh, my God.
I had to take my son home.
She got her slipper socks on now.
Okay, so we're down to the specials?
Yes. Put it down. You gotta smile for the camera. I know.
Okay, the last group are special awards. The first one is to the company itself, to the auxiliary of the Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company Incorporated. On behalf of the citizens of Anne Arundel County, we would like to express our appreciation for your outstanding dedication to the Anne Arundel community. The volunteers of your station contribute countless hours to meet the emergency needs of our citizens through your support of the company and the communities it serves. And in addition to that award going to the company as a whole, or to the auxiliary as a whole, it goes specifically to Jane Huffman, Lisa Hall, and Rick Schweitzer. Rick Schweitzer, actually, Rick Schweitzer, Firefighter of the Year, Lisa Hall, Lakeshore Volunteer Fire Company is a salute, and Jane Huffman is a member. So thank all of you very much. Those are our awardees this year. Congratulations.
Line in, turn sideways. Take my hand again.
Ellen, fantastic job. Good girl, go ahead and sit down. Not with this woman in the, oh my God. Okay, we're all working on different sauce.
That includes our award banquet. At this time, I would like for everybody to please stand for the benediction given by our chaplain, Annette Hall.
Thank you. Let us pray. Dear Lord, thank you for allowing all of us, and thank you for everyone who's gotten awards tonight. Please be with those as we leave and go on our way. I know the roads are a little slick tonight. So, thank you, Lord, for everything that you've done for us and for allowing us to just be with our family and for those who can't be with family tonight. So, thank you. Amen.
That has concluded the award banquet and installation of officers. Please stand around for drinking and partying and dancing.